Drugs in general are a big open door for spirits, bad spirits. One of my worst cases of possession was a Catholic guy, young guy, maybe 25-ish, up in Nashville. He's out drinking. The bars are closing, and he says to his buddies, "Let's go get some drugs." And the guy goes, "Oh, I know a place." So they go to this house in a neighborhood at like 2 a.m. Think about this. You're knocking on somebody's door at 2 a.m. Like, you got to be thinking, this is a little crazy. Who does that? And they open the door, they come in, and it's lit by candle, and there's upside down crucifixes and pentagrams around on the walls. And I said to this young man, when I'm interviewing, I go, like, what happened to your spidey senses? Like, nothing went off when you saw this stuff? He's like, I just wanted the drugs. So he gets some, I think it was crack. As soon as he smoked it, he felt the demon enter him. And that was the beginning of about a 6-month ordeal to get it out. And he knows it happened from the drug because the drug probably had a curse on it.
Interesting.
To attach demons to it. So if you're buying, well, I use it. I would have said years ago, if you're buying stuff off the street, you don't know what you're getting, truly, both in the natural and supernatural. But I would add today, some of these pharmaceutical stuff, the same thing.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're getting.
I mean, I don't know though. Is it really considered a drug? I mean, because America's put that stipulation on it, or is it a medicine that comes from nature? And so if it is a medicine that comes from nature that people are finding healing from, I don't understand that is from God, correct? I mean, there's no additives, there's no chemicals, there's none of that that's being injected in it. It is simply, was it the Reagan administration? I think it was the Reagan administration, maybe that kind of, maybe Nixon. I'm off on this, but a president basically, there was, because of the hippie movement and the abuse.
It was Reagan.
They scheduled it as some type of a drug or narcotic. But I mean, coming out with all the research, I'm going too heavy into this. It's helping a lot of people, and so I'm curious what your thoughts are on that.
It's kind of out of my realm.
Okay.
I'm not an expert on drug use. We do have a priest in the diocese who wrote his dissertation on marijuana, so he might be a better one to talk about that. But I think in general, the fear is that if particularly the youth who they don't have a lot of restrictions in their thinking yet, the danger is, are they just going to go in too quick and too hard and damage themselves? If you're a 40-year-old man who is using this under a self-imposed set of guidelines, and you're monitoring what you're doing and you're careful, completely different than a kid just taking a bunch of pills and hoping something good happens.
Makes sense. All right, well, let's get into your story now.
Okay.
Now that I got at least a couple of my random questions answered. But before we do, everybody gets a gift.
I got the gift. Thank you.
That was the other gift.
The other gift. What do we have here?
Those are Vigilance League gummy bears made in the U.S. There's nothing weird in them. It's just candy.
Candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
thank you.
You're welcome. And then, downstairs you had asked, we were talking about rosaries, and I told you I still have mine. So I have a really good friend